Well, hey, there you are, Sonia here. Welcome to Sonia's Sermonettes. Many of you have not thought much about Elijah, the prophet Elijah in the Old Testament, I'm sure, because you've heard quite the contrary as to what I feel to bring forth and to share with you about that incident. Elijah was a prophet of God, and he felt that they were out to kill him and had been threatened that that would happen, and that he was insecure, and possibly Elijah was just tired. From doing all that work that he was doing for God and having to follow through with instructions he was given and to be precise and sharing what he had been told to share. But the consequences of him being so obedient was the fact that there were some that wanted to destroy him. And by him thinking, I've been faithful to the Lord, and I don't see any reason why anyone would want to come against me or harm me or hurt me. I care about people. I work with people. I work for people and for God. But anyway, Elijah took it seriously about the threat on his life. And what happened to Elijah was he took off and left. And he went and found him a place to hide. Many people, as I said, have condemned. Can you believe that a prophet of God actually went out and hid? Can you believe that a prophet of God is only human and that he too needs to regroup, refuel, and be revived as well? That he wasn't God, he was just simply a messenger of God, for God. So Elijah went to the cave and he hid out there and he waited. He waited to regain the strength that he needed. But most importantly, have you ever thought about this? That Elijah was waiting for his backup. The only one that could help him and protect him and guide him down the right direction he was supposed to go, down the right pathways or roads or people that he came in contact with. He was waiting on his backup. There are times that we feel we've hidden from God and that God couldn't find us no matter where we are, because sometimes we feel as if we've gotten so low that God doesn't even want to contact us. He doesn't care that we're hiding and that God won't find me. But you know what? God knows exactly where each and every one of his people is and are. You can't hide from it. You need the fact that God can find you. You need to know that God can reach you no matter where you are or how low you may feel, how out of sorts you may feel, and that as if you have absolutely nothing left to give anyone, that the very life of you has been drained out and now they're wanting to take you completely out of this world and destroy you. Why? Because you're a messenger of God, or you have something to offer society, the world, to communicate with or to share. And after all, this was a prophet of God. But yeah, they like to ridicule the fact that he did this. But you know what? Did you ever stop and think that he knew just exactly what to do? Possibly he knew that God was going to find him and God was going to protect him. That's what we need to realize, that even in the midst of all this calamity and this world chaos and turmoil that's going on right now, that God can find you right where you are, hiding out, bunkering down, whatever. God knows exactly how to get to you. Now, Elijah was looking for God in the earthquake, the fire, and the storm, the lightning, or what have you. But he never found God in that, did he? He found God, as I have spoken before, and heard his voice as a still small voice. Nevertheless, God the Father, the Creator, came to his prophet Elijah, knowing full well Elijah needed help. He realized that Elijah wasn't a super being, that he was human, and that he needed to have some time to regroup. But Elijah actually came with the concept that he thought he was the only one left. Sometimes we feel that way, don't we? That we think differently, believe differently, we're strange, we're odd, we're out of misfit or whatever. but he was right where God knew to find him, and he came to him. Now, you may feel worn out. You may feel as if you've been drained of the very life of your soul, and that your joy is all gone, your happy feelings been zapped, and people just want to see you destroyed. But God doesn't want any of his children destroyed. God does not take pleasure in our destruction. He takes pleasure in our redemption, our renewing of the mind and spirit and soul and body. Did you know that? God can find you right where you are. And yes, there are times that we have to regroup our scruples, as my dad used to say. Even Jesus had to go off and separate himself from the crowd to regain strength. Don't feel bad about being weak at times, because the Word tells us when you are weak, God manifests his strength. God will come to you and minister to you, or send his angels to you, or give you a word of encouragement. I hope you've enjoyed this story and it's helping you to some degree or a great degree, and look forward to the next time. And so, until next time.